Hey there, guys. How's it going? So I'm pretty excited because the Mega Man X collection just came out. Legacy collection. You know what I mean? Let's see. Let's get that started up here. So I'm ready to jump in, but for people who've never seen it before, there's actually an OVA that came out with the PSP version remake of Mega Man X1, and it actually shows the events that happened that set up for Mega Man X. I thought, since I still need to eat right now, but I do want to get this booted up and running, that we could watch that while I finish my dinner here. Figure that'd be a fun way to start us off. Also need to figure out how well the broadcaster picks up this, because the auto detect in XSplit was not finding the classic Legacy collections, but let's see how the X collection pops up here. We'll leave it. Yep, cool. Cool. Alright. How loud is this? Let me find my volume too.
Mega Man X Legacy Collection.
A bit loud. Oh, don't quit. Quit. The Windows button to work with any of these games. Doesn't seem to be a thing. Full tab. No. Ah, here we go. Just need to get off my desk. Okay. So, if you're interested in where they put this, so as you can see, we have, on the first part of the collection, we have X1, 2, 3, 4. We have a museum mode here, and it's got a lot of art, music. Looks like we got, oh, product gallery. That's kind of neat. Unusual. Trailers. But here's what we're looking for, Day of Sigma. So let's get this started up. And I got some wings here I want to finish up. I think this is just like under a half hour. It's not super long. It's like a one episode thing. By the resolution, it doesn't look like they saved a high-res version of it to use for anything later.
Fire at will once the target is in range.
Yeah, this is pretty much after X is activated, but before the beginning of the actual game. 3D.
Now arriving at drop point.
One thing I do like about this is that X is voiced by the same voice actor as Domo Kashu from G Gundam. That's pretty nice. I forgot that he actually does the voice for him in the later games. But I don't think that guy actually does voice acting anymore, does he? Is he like a dentist or something now? I never wear my glasses because the glare is really bad. How many chins? Does that count as a chin? It's just kind of like a square indent in his face. Where do I put my controller down so I don't? They're bringing in X like he's some special agent, but right now he's not a high-ranking hunter. Or maybe this is kind of like a test, and they find out that he's not doesn't have a good aptitude for this shit. Let's find out. Not a bad shot to start off, though.
Chill Penguin Company, commence operation.
Roger! I'll secure the area! What? The thing's hardly damaged! Here it comes!
It's kind of weird because you're not really used to Zero in his original look because it gets changed after the first game. But like, the round shoulders, a very different kind of look. And actually, I wonder if that's more of a design difference, since Zero's a robot and not a Reploid. The Reploids are all square and have triangle shoulder pads, really angular, you know? Whereas X and Zero both have a lot of round features. I guess that's not exactly true for Reploids. At least the general ones are a lot like that, though.
I won't let you push my friends around like that! Get the generator! Help me!
Take the shot, boy!
The generator, X! Shoot the generator! X, hurry!
Sigma don't fuck around.
Is the relief party coming?
Casualties confirmed. Prepare a full retreat. Be sure to disarm all combatants.
You blew it, X.
X! Why didn't you shoot?
Joe Penguin,
Do you have any idea how many casualties there would have been? If the commander hadn't taken that thing out when he did?
X. It was my fault I let that mechanoid get a hold of me. I'm just glad the commander was able to get me out of that mess.
Let me confess all my deepest fears to Joe Penguin
understood.
here.
X,
Yes, Commander Sigma, sir.
your aiming capabilities are no different than my own. You could have easily hit the generator. You are aware that there was only a small chance that our compatriot would have been hit by the blast, correct?
Yes, Commander.
Listen well, X. There are times when we Maverick hunters cannot afford to hesitate in pulling the trigger. We must become both sword and shield to those who cannot protect themselves. That is our sworn duty. Never forget that.
Commander Sigma.
Commence retreat once casualties have been assessed.
Yes, sir!
Now, keep in mind here that the stuff that happens, you see in Zero's story, at the end of Explorer has already happened. So, it's not like he's changing right now. He's just being a fucking psychopath.
There have been 7 incidents of mechanoids going Maverick this month.
Has the commander spoken to Dr. Kane about it yet?
Yeah, that's what I heard.
Maverick. What could cause someone to go Maverick anyway?
Program errors, short circuits in the electronic brain. The very things that give us Reploids our advanced processing power could also be our greatest weakness.
Look at that boy.
Looks like he must have caused a ruckus again.
It's too bad we didn't get Maverick
Afraid
Hunter
for
X
every kind and
version in here
sensitive hunter
too.
like you, X, there always
Because playing
seems
as
to be a
Vile is
borderline
really
Maverick
fun in that game.
rabble-rouser like Vile out there.
You pretty much like pick like an outfit of 4 different weapons and you take them into the stage and just kind of customize it around each stage. It's actually really fun. We don't get to see much of Kane.
A lot of action around here lately. Yes, Dr. Kane. Maverick crime has been steadily increasing.
I don't know why they put
Even
a
giant
contradiction
mechanoids have begun
in
to
this.
run amok.
Was it because there's really no need to do what they do with
How is
Kane in this
X
movie
doing?
because it
As far as his
directly
judgment and
contradicts
abilities on the
X3.
battlefield are concerned,
but
he has shown tremendous
whatever.
promise. However, He tends to hesitate when the situation calls for decisive action.
When it comes to stuff like that, I'm just like, everything's canon except what doesn't fit.
And the source of his potential. Sigma, you don't have that problem at all. When I found that robot, X, sealed away so long ago, I utilized his design concept to give birth to you, Reploids. Reploids have the ability to think and act on their own, just like human beings. But the only one who seems to worry and fret so deeply is X. That is the source of his great potential.
Well,
his worrying shows potential?
It's because he got 100 years of morality testing before he got activated. Unlike the rest of y'all.
Under normal circumstances. But in this case, it could be the beginning of a new connection between robots and humans. Of course, we don't know yet if that potential will be a wellspring of hope or usher in an era of utter chaos. I've extended my life as long as possible to see it all play out, but it looks like I won't be around long enough now.
This guy is so bad at not getting caught. I know they're different. They're supposed to be different robots, but they look the same.
Training sequence concluded.
Oh man, I missed 5%.
95%? That's very good, Zero.
Storm Eagle. I thought you were supposed to be patrolling the missile base.
With the automated defense system complete, they trimmed down my tour of duty. Starting today, I'm just a regular hunter again.
I see.
Anyway, we've been summoned to a hearing on the out-of-control mechanoloid. Let's go, Zero.
We now know that a mechanoloid stationed in a dismantled building went berserk. However, it now appears that it was under the control of an unknown party.
Looks like Nana from
So there was no one inside?
Command
It was
Mission.
being controlled remotely?
The
That's right.
navigator character.
Wait a minute. What about the mechanoloid security program?
A system that complicated really shouldn't be so easy to hack.
There is a chance that the perpetrator has managed to completely crack our security codes.
Well, where's it being controlled from?
The signal has been camouflaged by being routed through a series of satellites. But the origin has been tracked to here, Able City Sector 16 East.
You gotta be kidding me! That's so close! Does Commander Sigma know about this?
We've contacted him. X and Zero's team is to be dispatched immediately following a briefing. Those are his orders.
Roger. Strange. It's too quiet.
Want to check it out, X?
Is that what the wall jumping's supposed to look like?
What is it?
Well, no dice. I'm
They're
afraid that
based.
whatever data
I never
was
thought
here
about
must
this.
be
Maverick
gone now.
Hunters really are basically just
That's quite a feat.
robot cops.
Status report.
Sir, looks like it must have been an inside job. They were done in shortly after the mechanoloid went berserk.
What do you make of it, Zero?
Well, no matter who did it, it seems fairly obvious that they have incredible combat skills. Each and every blow is directed at a weak spot.
The scoundrel who caused all of this has taken his hacking data and fled the scene. He is now a fugitive. Storm Eagle Company, begin searching the area.
Yes, sir.
The Chill Penguin Company will check other sectors. Let's go!
Yes, sir.
Off they go.
Storm Eagle Company Troop A has been requested to move to point 449.
Another incident in Sector 28 West?
Please be patient. We're still tracing the signal.
Reporting a problem.
I think Vile is being punished.
She's the only one that looks different.
Another Berserk mechanoid? Where? Okay. What? That close?
Oh shit! There's a lot more Reploids than people.
No way you're getting past me!
Come to reprimand me in person, did you?
I can't believe it's gotten this bad.
All these berserk mechanoids. Why do I get the feeling that they're just here to distract us?
The only thing they're really
Think
missing in this is
whoever's
like a
behind this
ride
has
armor.
different goal in mind?
X-0, we have an emergency. The ex-Maverick Hunter Vile has just escaped from his cell.
What?
Report to the scene immediately.
Roger that.
Just a little longer. We've almost got the signal traced.
X and Zero's team is headed for the detention center now. What is your next order? Commander? Commander Sigma, please respond.
What's the matter?
Something's wrong. I can't raise
Oh,
Commander
I'm sure it's
Sigma.
nothing. I'm sure it is nothing.
There's no way this can be Vile's work. He doesn't have this kind of attack capability. All the blows were directed to weak spots. Whatever Reploid is responsible for this, they must have great analytical and combat skills. Well, no matter who did it, it seems fairly obvious that they have incredible combat skills. Each and every blow is directed at a weak spot.
Of course, that thing I said
So,
30
you think
seconds
whoever's
ago.
responsible made the mechanoids go berserk as a cover so he could spring Vile?
This is Zero.
X-0, we've managed to trace the hacker's location. The Berserk mechanoids are being controlled from the missile base. I've tried contacting all personnel, but the signal is being disrupted.
They get some goofy
I
eyes in
haven't been
this
able to
shot.
get through to Commander Sigma for a few minutes either.
I've got a bad feeling about this. Someone's here.
You know, it's actually really messed up that this got a single OVA, and we can't get a single like good running TV show of X, like Mega Man games.
The enemy was using the security
I guess
system
I
to
don't
control
even
the
count
mechanoids.
Battle Network
that
and
must
Star
be how they
Force. They're
managed
like
to
a completely
camouflage
separate
their
series.
location.
They knew it would take a
Practically.
while to trace.
Commander Sigma, headquarters told us they were having trouble contacting you.
Ah, yes. I had to deactivate my transmitter to maintain cover. Of course, none of that matters now.
Commander Sigma! Zero!
Tell me, how did you figure it out?
The perpetrator was so skilled. Not many Reploids have specs that high. It wasn't hard to put two and two together. That's why I was ready for your attack just now.
I congratulate you on your detective skills, Zero, but it is X who deserves my admiration. His innocence is what makes
Holy
him
shit,
special
they're
to
talking a
see.
long
He's an
time.
incredible Reploid specimen. Wouldn't you agree?
Commander Sigma, what are you doing? Let him go, please!
Now's your chance, X. Fire. If you really want to stop me, you'll have to shoot, destroying Zero in the process. What's the matter? Shoot! Yes! You can't do it, can you, X?
Ouch.
Zero!
Ah, shit.
As I've already told you, X, there are times when you can't hesitate to pull the trigger. You couldn't do it. You missed your last chance to stop me.
Uh-oh. Time to have some regrets for the rest of your life. Sound like Zero doesn't die every other fucking game anyway.
Every missile stored in this facility. They're aimed at our own city. What'll it be, X? Will you sacrifice the city or shoot me? Perhaps it's time you laid down your arms.
Why? Why are you doing this?
For our future, X. I believe that it's time we put Reploid potential to the ultimate test.
You set this up from the start. Made the mechanoloids go berserk? Caused the death and suffering of countless innocents?
There are many others on my side. You see, evolution requires sacrifice. Behold!
Well, that's not a great way to start things off.
The missile base,
Missiles have been launched! Now calculating trajectory!
Reploids, created by humanity, yet
Yeah.
possessing abilities
This
far
is a part that definitely doesn't happen because Kane's still alive in X3. So, at the very least, he's not within it. Blast radius of this shit.
they're headed for Able City.
Maybe if they had kept making these remakes, I'd say they get priority, but since they only made one and gave up, they kind of give up any hint of being like, you know, the stronger canon or whatever you want to call it.
You invited all of this upon yourself, X. Limitless potential and limitless danger both lie within you. Is this the end? Not at all. It is the beginning of my new world!
X. X. X.
Who are you?
It is I, Thomas Light. I created you, X.
Wait a minute. You don't sound like Elmer Fudd. What's going on here?
X. Is that my name?
That's right. It's a variable. It represents limitless potential. You see, you are a new type of robot who can think for himself.
What's the matter, Doctor? You look tired.
You truly are just like us humans, X. That's why I'm afraid that mankind is not quite ready to accept you. We are not yet mature. They may very well view your limitless evolutionary potential as something to be feared. The name X also carries connotations of danger. I'm sorry, X. I didn't have enough time to see you enter the world.
Dr. Light.
I've given you the power to think, to worry, and to grow and evolve as you fight. But it is too soon for that power to be unleashed.
Doctor, I'll use this power to fight for justice, to fight for hope.
Of course you will. I believe it to be so. X, I want you to use that conscience of yours to fight for the people of the future. They will need someone like you to guide them.
Doctor!
Farewell, X. You are the world's one true hope.
Ah, shit. Boy's lit. Shining Finger. He's really channeling Domon. Just a straight up Shining Finger attack. I wonder if they use the same Japanese voice actor too, because I can't imagine like that is a direct Shining Finger. You know what I mean? Like he went for the forehead.
So this is the power that you possess. The potential to advance all Reploids.
Hoo hoo ha 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 ha. A lot less damage to the city than you'd think for all those missiles fired.
Come and get me, X. The time has come to prove your mettle against me. This fight will decide the fate of all Reploids. The battle may be over, but the war is just beginning.
Cool. So there's that. I'm gonna go use the restroom and stuff, so I'm gonna stop the stream and start it up under a new name and everything like that, since I don't want people having to watch the first half of the X1 playthrough as a video. But there's that. There's your prologue, I guess you could say, to what we're gonna be playing. We're gonna start with X1. I'll be back in just a few minutes, so just hang around. I'll see you then.